Our mission was simple: get cool snow footage of roller cam products and don't break the expensive snowmobiles we were renting. The issue? We had very little time, very little snow, and almost no snowmobile experience between the four of us. But this team runs on enthusiasm and delusion, so after getting the snowmobiles off, we were feeling pretty good about ourselves. Unfortunately, the trials and tribulations were just beginning.
How are we? Wet. And excited. Things that we have run into since we arrived. First, the original parking area had no snow, so we drove up the road and we have parked at the nearest patch of snow. Then we realized that our trailer had a flat tire, so the boys have just spent the last hour trying to fix the tire. We were eventually defeated by the fact that whoever attached the spare tire used a different size bolt than all of the other tires used, and we don't have a lug that works for that.
We're f***ed.
So that's a later problem. Finally, the snow is snow and not rain in solid form, so that's an upgrade, but not before we all got soaking wet. So I think our first task when we get to the yurt is going to be building a fire and warming our soggy little toes.
So we're heading up to Bloomington Yurt. The route is, I believe, 7 miles up, and we got 2 snowmobiles. We're excited to go check it out.
We with the roller cam, don't even worry about it though. We're just built different.
Oh shit, we did a thing. Oopsies. If you thought rig to flip was just for rafting, you're f***ing wrong.
Despite the driving snow, we eventually found the yurt, unpacked our stuff, and decided that with our last hour of daylight, it would be a great idea to head out on the snowmobiles again.
The roller cam shit f***ery continues. We are in a tree well.
And we broke the front windshield. Luckily, we made it back to the yurt, finally got dry, played cards, ate food, and went to sleep. The next morning dawned like a karmic blessing for all the shit we'd had to deal with the day before, so we loaded up the snowmobiles and headed out to go take a backcountry ski. Having learned our lesson the night before, we kept the heavier snowmobile on the snowmobile tracks, and nobody ended up in a tree wall this time. It had snowed at least a foot the night before, and we knew that with snow conditions previously, we might be dealing with some abbey terrain, so we decided to play it safe and stick to a route where everything was under 30 degrees. The views were breathtaking, and with the warming weather, the tour up was super pleasant. We made it to the top, stripped off our skins, and headed down. Like I said, it had gotten pretty warm by that point, so the snow was extremely dense. It was still pretty fun, but it was honestly very hard to turn, and for some of us, this caused a few issues. We made it back to the snowmobiles and headed back to the yurt to do some filming for roller cam, like replacing this clothesline with a rope roller. If you've never used a rope roller for a clothesline, you're missing out. It's a true cabin essential. Then we took a little break for some frolicking and whimsy, because when you're in the snow, why not?
It smells like an old boyfriend.
Then it was back to getting product videos on the snowmobile and shooting some product photos to use on our website. I'm very pleased with these. Since we had burned a decent bit of wood getting warm the night before, we decided to chop some wood and restock the pile. This was a great opportunity to use our straps for carrying wood and demonstrate how it's so much easier than bungee cords. With the sun getting low on the horizon, we set out to get some awesome drone footage of the snowmobiles in the snow. I'll shut up and let you appreciate that now. With the sun nearly set, we finally got the call that the mechanic was on his way to help us out with the trailer. They had traveled nearly 4 hours to come rescue our butts. Huge shout out to J&J Towing. They changed the tire under the light of this beautiful moon. Despite a long drive in the dark and an overheating snowmobile, we made it back to eat warm soup and head to bed. On our final morning, we packed up our stuff and reflected on what we learned.
Snowmobiles love tree wells. Stay very far away from them.
Then we waved goodbye to our sweet little yurt and headed back down the track for one last time. Luckily, this went a lot smoother than the last time. We made it out with lots of footage and only minor damage, so we'll consider this a success. Until next time, Bloomington Yurt.